Yo, yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries and our hunt for the Jetpack in Grand Theft Auto 5. My name's RJ. I am joined by FPS Kyle.
What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you tuning in to another Trippy episode here. Now, we're always on the hunt for, obviously, for clues for the Jetpack. RJ, what are we doing today?
Well, we found a spot that might have exactly the location we're looking for to get this done. As you see, this arrow points over in this direction, and it points to a rather suspicious picture of a clock, and perhaps a finger or a fist pointing in a certain direction here. Now, that clock says 10:10. The event that happened in Back to the Future happened at 10 o'clock, with Doc Brown actually being placed at the 10:10 marker. As you see, guys, it is almost 10 o'clock here in San Andreas. So we're going to try this out. Now, the best place we have, especially because that is pointing in this direction, is both this building right here, which looks a lot like the clock tower. Unfortunately, it does not have a clock on it. But there is also, as you guys see right here, the Penrith building.
Which actually, the eye kind of looks like a clock. It kind of resembles a clock on there as well. And, you know, we've been saying that the space dock looks a lot like the DeLorean. We've seen the Back to the Future references in GTA. In Vice City, I believe the actual clock tower is in the game. So this could be another step to get in the jetpack.
Absolutely. We are trying to take this thing as fast as possible. Now, last time we checked this, we forgot to use Franklin's special ability, which makes you drive even faster. So that was a key component that we forgot to kick in. So this time around, we are not only going to be using the horn, try to get as much speed as possible. We'll be using the horns. You can see lightning coming down. It looks completely crazy here. Definitely some epic stuff here, FPS Kyle. Look at this, man. I mean,
yeah, it's crazy. The lightning,
crazy.
yeah. Now, we've heard some reports of people actually, you know, saying that they've been struck by lightning in the game. So, I mean, this is not as far-fetched as it might seem. I mean, maybe we have to hit it going across, you know, the Pinterest building. Maybe we have to go into the little blue statues in the front of the Pinterest building. And maybe lightning is going to strike us, and maybe this is another step here to unlocking the jetpack.
Yeah, I mean, if there are, you know, if it's true that people have in fact been struck by lightning in the game, which there's been multiple reports of it happening here, then obviously possibly a vehicle could be struck by lightning. What better vehicle than this one? It's getting a little bit late here now, FPS Kyle. So let's go ahead and reload it, and we'll try one more time, a little bit closer to the time.
Hopefully there'll be a little less traffic. Traffic's kind of in the way. This area is kind of congested area, so maybe there might be a better road that we might have to take to try to get this to full speed here on the space dock.
Yeah, maybe the interstate, because that's right next to the Penrith building as well. So let's give that a try. We'll meet you guys there. All right, we are on the interstate heading towards the Penrith building. Wow. Lightning is coming down. It is 10 o'clock on the dot.
Let's do this. 88 miles an hour. Let's go.
Man, this looks completely crazy, man. I really wish this would unlock something. There's been other video games that have had great references to Back to the Future, where same thing, if you use the DeLorean, you can actually transport into another area, do some really crazy stuff. Man. And as we know, putting the Thunder code in on the top of Mount Chiliad at a certain time unlocks a UFO. So it's not like we haven't seen stuff being unlocked with the Thunder code before, that's
exactly.
for sure.
And with a specific time.
Yep. Well, still nothing, man. I really wish we could pull something off here live. We really feel strongly about this theory. Let us know, guys, because the main thing is we're trying to find the perfect place to do this at. FPS Kyle.
I wonder if there's a clock tower somewhere in...
We'll have to look up. We'll have to see if we can find one here. But
GTA.
I know you looked at the last video, and that's the first thing you thought. You were like, there's some pretty cool areas, but perhaps you guys weren't in the exact area that you have to be for this theory.
Maybe they took a little more specific. You know, I was thinking maybe there was a clock tower somewhere, and you just had to hit it at the right time with the lightning going on and see what happens. I mean, maybe we need to knock over a light pole. Maybe that's going a little far, but...
Interesting. So we'll go ahead and see if we can find a clock tower here in Grand Theft Auto 5 somewhere, and perhaps that will be the correct location. We'll meet you guys there. Alright, so we found a good starting point here with a nice downhill slope. Hopefully we can get as much speed as possible as we make our way towards the clock tower. We should be able to time this out perfectly now. Oh fuck. I was about to say, man, the one thing that makes this very difficult is there is a lot of traffic. You would think at 10 o'clock at night there wouldn't be as much traffic, but it is LA, so I suppose it makes sense. Apparently there's a maniac here as well. But it is 10 o'clock, and
All right,
I think we should be able to time this good enough.
Let's let RJ navigate here, and let's see if we can pull this off here. We look right about the right time.
10:03.
And let's see if we can hit 88 miles an hour here and get struck by lightning.
We definitely have to be about maxed out in speed by now, FPS Kyle. It's got to happen quick. Oh, doesn't look like it's going to work. Oh, man. Well, unfortunately, that time it didn't work. Definitely let us know, guys, if maybe you have a different area that you think maybe would be better. Maybe there's a better location that would, of course, resemble Back to the Future. Now, we've tried it through the observatory area. We've tried it a little bit in Fort Zancudo. I do want to do a couple more test runs there, as well as go back to Mount Chiliad, perhaps try that one more time, but definitely let us know. And there is one more thing we do have to try out in this episode.
And as we were thinking, what was it? Back to the Future 3? I believe there was another route that they took. And I think we can pull that off. What do you think?
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and explain it to you guys when we get there. We'll see you at the train tracks. Alright, we're trying to find the correct placement for the space docker on the train tracks. But I did want to point out here real quickly, I'm sure most of you guys already know this, but on all of the power stations, you can see 1.21 GW, which of course is a reference to 1.21 gigawatts and Back to the Future. So just another, Easter egg that has to do with Back to the Future in the game, and another clue pointing us towards possibly the space docker being the DeLorean.
Right. Now, the reason why we're on the train tracks, if you remember in Back to the Future 3, the DeLorean actually breaks down on the railroad tracks. They actually need something to propel it to get to 88 miles an hour. So let's see if we can kind of mimic that and try the same thing again, and see if we can have the train push us up to 88 miles an hour.
Alright, so I think we found the perfect spot. As you can see, there's another power station right there. There's actually another one not too far up the tracks. And you guys should be very familiar with this area, as we'll have to catch the next train, Kyle. There goes one. But we are right here next to the mysterious alien water towers. This is one of those areas that the UV map's pointing us towards. But it's funny because you look around and you're like, what the hell? There's nothing here. I mean, there's a bunch of crazy writing. And of course, more signs towards yoga. In fact, during the daytime, you can see people doing yoga on top of the two towers, which is really crazy. And that's, of course, one of the keys to the Jetpack and the Chiliad mystery. So this is going to be the place. We have bridges not only behind us, but in front of us. You remember, of course, Back to the Future 3, there was a bridge right there where they put the space docker. I know you were mentioning they put the space docker on the tracks, so that way the train could hit it from behind. They could speed up the train enough to where it reached 88 miles an hour.
And, the train actually, there was a spot where at the end there, the bridge is actually missing. They were hoping to propel it forward, and by going 88 miles an hour, at the same time that lightning struck the clock tower back in the future, that they would go ahead and catch it and through some type of parallel universe or something.
The time paradox.
Yes, exactly.
All right, guys, so we are in position. All we need to do is hope that the train hits us perfectly and gives us enough speed. Obviously, we're going to activate Franklin's special ability as soon as the train comes. and we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Obviously, we really appreciate your support. Make sure to subscribe. We have a lot more videos to come when it comes to the jetpack theory. Unless this unlocks it right here, then we have more to explore. That's for sure. Thank you for joining, Kyle.
Appreciate it.
Here we go.
Uh-oh, here we go. We didn't
Damn.
die, so let's see here. Let's see if we can control this.
This is very interesting here. Now, unfortunately, the train is not going quite as fast as it did in the Back to the Future.
Let's see how fast it's really going.
Obviously, right now, we are in our special abilities, so
Right.
we are going a lot faster than it appears. That's for
Exactly.
sure. Wow.
Maybe we have to slingshot our way off of the bridge here. Let's see.
Here we go. Oh, man. Oh, geez. Okay, this bridge actually helped us out. Oh, fuck. Well, unfortunately, didn't seem to be the case. Obviously, we will try this a couple times off screen. Definitely let us know what you guys think, and we'll catch it in the next episode of the GTA 5 Jetpack Hunt.
Take it easy.
Once again, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to stay tuned because we have more videos coming very soon. Later.